You're watching Batesi TV.
Good evening and welcome to Batesi TV Spotlights. I'm Juliana Pauling and I'll be bringing you today's top local stories. Pharmacy graduates in Meghalaya are speaking out. They've raised concerns over the state government's plan to establish a pharmaceutical plant, saying the focus should instead be on strengthening existing healthcare infrastructure and governance first. In an exclusive interview with Batesi TV, pharmacy graduate Emos Johns Imli, joined by fellow professionals, voiced their appeal to the government. They urge authorities not to rush the setup of a pharmaceutical plant without first addressing long-standing regulatory and employment issues. The graduates highlighted that many government hospitals, CHC, PHC and sub-centers currently operate without adhering to the Indian public health standards, which recommend the presence of a qualified pharmacist in these facilities. In Ribhoi district, young athletes are taking center stage this week as the district-level inter-school athletic meet 2025 officially kicked off today at the NSCA ground in Pahang's Eam. Organized by the Office of the District Sports Officer in collaboration with the Athletic Committee of the Ribhoi District Sports Association, the three-day event promises to be a celebration of youth, sportsmanship and talent. The meet was formally inaugurated by Ba Eric Dakar, Block Development Officer of Umling CNRD Block, who attended as a chief guest. A significant announcement from one of Meghalaya's senior leader, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, Dr. W.R. Khaluki, has declared that he will not seek another term and will retire from active politics once his current tenure ends. Speaking to the media earlier today, Dr. Khaluki said that the time has come for younger leaders to step forward and carry the mantle of representing Meghalaya in the upper house of Parliament. Leaders of Nyau Trap Youth Council step up pressure on authorities over recruitment issues at Nigrim's Hospital. On April 15, 2025, HYC leaders met with Rajya Sabha MP Dr. W.R. Khaluki and submitted a formal memorandum seeking his intervention on this matter. The council has raised serious concern over alleged irregularities in appointment and what they describe as continued inaction by the hospital's administration, a centrally governed institution in the state. HYC President Ba Roy Kupar Sindram, speaking to the media after the meeting, emphasized that while the council itself cannot provide employment, it is the responsibility of elected leaders, including Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, to ensure that the indigenous group are given fair opportunities in institutions like Nigrim's. The Himanong South's aimship, through its minister in charge of Garo villages, Ba John Soshang, convened a meeting with the leaders of 22 Garo villages under this aimship to discuss several pressing issues, particularly concerning the interstate border dispute between Meghalaya and Assam. The meeting convened brought together village leaders to address critical concerns, chief among them the confusion and conflict arising from residents receiving benefits from both state governments. In an unanimous decision, the leaders resolved to reject all official documents issued by the Assam government, including Epic Card and Ration Card, and affirm the commitment to rely solely on the benefits and documentation provided by Meghalaya. Meghalaya has earned national recognition for its outstanding work in Aadhaar enrollment and biometric updates. At the Aadhaar Samvad 2025, held on April 8 at the Bharat Mandapam Convention Center in New Delhi, the state received two prestigious awards from the Unique Identification Authority of India, or the UIDAI. The first award was presented to Meghalaya for excellence in mandatory biometric updates for children, while the second was for being the best performing state in verification of adult Aadhaar enrollment. In Ribhoi district, a proposal by the Central Industrial Security Force, better known as the CISF, to acquire land near Umroi Airport has met with strong resistance from the local community. The plan, aimed at constructing residential quarters for the CISF personnel, is now under scrutiny. The CISF intention to purchase 5 acres of land was made public through an expression of interest issued by the Office of the Deputy Commissioner of Ribhoi, but the Reboy Youth Welfare Organization, or the RBYWO, has voiced serious objection. In Umsting, Balawan College wrapped up its much-anticipated badminton tournament on April 14, with a vibrant closing ceremony held at the college campus. The event brought together enthusiastic student participants, faculty members, and special guests to celebrate sportsmanship and healthy competition. Gracing the closing ceremony as a chief guest was David Lingdoa, who joined the college principal, Father Dr. L. Kaluni, in congratulating the winners and all participants. The event was also attended by faculty members and students, many of whom were actively involved in the tournament. The Superintendent of Police East Khasi Hills, Vivek Siem, has confirmed that the body of Zsolt Puskás, a Hungarian national, remains unclaimed. Puskás was discovered dead at a remote location known as Ringkuksang under Ramdait village in the Shela area. Speaking to the media on April 14, SPCM stated that the government has formally notified the Embassy of Hungary in New Delhi and requested that they coordinate with the deceased family to arrange for the body to be claimed. The FKGGP Southeast Khasi Border Circle, led by Kerman Shangdiar, carried out raids across the markets of Balat, Dangar, Sunatola, and surrounding border areas. The operation uncovered a significant presence of non-local traders, many of whom had reportedly traveled from Bihar and Uttar Pradesh to sell goods in the region. FKGGP members detained a group of non-local vendors and handed them over to law enforcement at the Mausanram police station and Dangar outpost for verification and further action. The FKGGP has urged the authorities to refrain from issuing any new trading license to non-locals, arguing that doing so would deprive local residents of vital businesses and employment opportunities. At approximately 1:30 p.m. this afternoon, heavy rains and a fierce hailstorm accompanied by strong winds battered the area, tearing through homes and damaging property. Local MDC Ibor Lang Shadap confirmed that many houses, particularly those with tin roofs, bore the brunt of the storm. Meanwhile, the village headman Wahej Nong, Stelin Lamari, stated that although a full damage assessment is still underway, initial estimates suggest that around 60% of Barato's roughly 1,000 households have been affected. Crops have also been damaged and several livestock, including pigs and chickens, were lost during the storm. Thankfully, despite the extent of the destruction, no human casualties have been reported. And that wraps up today's edition of Spotlights on Batesi TV. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more updates, and until next time, wishing you a wonderful evening.